Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel, and we have over 600 audios already in the queue for you to check out in a variety of topics. Hopefully, some that you enjoy. Hopefully, many you enjoy. If you're looking for a coach to help you deal with emotions and/or emotional repression, I'd love to be of service to you in that way. I am looking to add new clients, many of them, in fact, to my roster this year. If you'd like to be one of them, you can reach out on Twitter at PO Perception, or you can reach out right here on the YouTube About Me section. Go to my website and get an overview, and then contact the team. We'll make that happen for you. Today, we're going to talk about how to know if someone's hiding their pain from you. There's about 6 or 7 things I want to run through. First is they're always busy when you try to confront them on talking about something. Whether it's talking about their day, whether it's talking about how school or work or their relationship is going, they always have something else they're doing. As a matter of fact, they probably have a list of things that they're going to be doing for the next 17 days so that you don't bother them on a regular basis. This is because they don't want to deal with how they're really feeling, and they know that if they're around you enough, that they will kind of tell on themselves. We always tell on ourselves, even if it's just by, physical tells, verbal tells, nonverbal cueing. There's all sorts of ways that people can end up telling on themselves, and ultimately, that would be there as well. The next is isolation. So people who are going through something and don't want to deal with their emotions and/or don't want to be called out, don't want to confront people who may care about them but want them to do things they're not ready to do yet, because that's usually what motivates people too. Deep down, most people, I'd say a good 80 to 90%, know what they need to do to change their lives in a positive way, but for any number of reasons, whether it's fear of rejection, anger, frustration, lack of steps to be able to handle the coping skills and coping mechanisms. Literally, I am rebuilding my life from a 0 point that began almost 3 years ago, and I can honestly say that there are times when I need to isolate myself, and I'm in this field, so I understand more than most people do that isolation is a part. When you're overwhelmed, isolation is a big part of hiding your pain. The next is personality changes, and I'll put this together with the next one too. And this is they're easy to anger, so they may go from happy to sad, angry to elated, happy to angry, happy to despondent in rapid succession. So it may even happen several times in a day, several times in an hour for some people who are rapid cycling through their emotions. And so if you're seeing someone whose personality is changing very quickly, if a single sentence or single couple of sentences or the equivalent of a paragraph leads someone down that negative road, then that's there as well. The next is they're easy to anger. And we kind of just talked about that, but especially, things that didn't offend them before, things that normally they could talk about without a problem, things that are neutral topics that they get really passionate about very quickly. All of these are indicators of issue. The next thing to think about is they ignore the problems at hand. So this could look like avoiding conversations. This could look like diverting when a conversation has already began. This could look even like, having a conversation and then stopping and point blank saying, I can't talk about this, I won't talk about this, and emotionally shutting down or withdrawing from the conversation altogether. But the basic idea is they ignore the problems that exist, and then they run away. They'll come up with reasons in the middle of a conversation to leave it. They will often, take a phone call, become consumed with a text, or avoid speaking at all. They'll also avoid places where there's a group of people that all know their core issues. So they might get one-on-one with somebody, but they certainly won't go into a room of 4, 5, 6 friends because somebody's going to bring it up. And so the last is they're owned by fear and anxiety. This ultimately means that they don't see themselves as being capable of handling their emotions in a way that leads forward in a positive, progressive manner. And so the fear, the anxiety, the frustration, all of that becomes, a major issue, and it becomes something that really, at the end of the day, they can't find solution to, and ultimately they end up leading things forward. So hopefully this is helpful. Until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.